Morning, my name is LeticiaBenzien and I'm here today to take you through a very important topic in computer hardware and software, and that is the difference between system software and application software. This is an NCD Level 3 topic, and by the end of this lesson you will clearly understand how these two types of software work together in every computer system. This is just my PowerPoint presentation that I will be attaching to your lesson plan. So please work with me as we go through this lesson. By the end of this lesson, you should be able to define system software and application software, identify and classify examples of each, and explain how they work together in a computer system. Keep these goals in mind when we move through this lesson. All right, so let's start at the very beginning. What is software? Anybody? All right, let's look at this. So our lesson objectives is, right, define system software and application software, identify and classify examples of each, and explain how they work together in a computer system. All right, just what I said just now. So now that you've had time to think about what is software, let's explain. All right, so software is a set of instructions that tell a computer what to do. We divide software into two main categories: system software and, of course, application software. So let's explore this in detail. All right, as I explained to you, here we go. System software is instructions that tell the computer what to do. So there's two main types, which is system software and application software. So let's talk about the definition of system software. We start with that. System software that manages and controls computer hardware. So we all know software is something that you can see, but you can't touch it. And hardware is stuff that you can actually touch and you can feel it, move it, fix it. All right. So we just said system software is the software that manages and controls the hardware of a computer. Without it, your computer won't even switch on properly. Examples include systems like Windows, which I'm using currently. Linux is what you use in the class next door for your IT processes, and Mac operating systems is if you have a computer that is Apple driven. All right, it also includes utility programs like antivirus software and device drivers that connect your hardware components to your operating system. System software makes sure everything inside your computer works smoothly. All right, so now we've spoken about system software, so let's move on to application software. So what is application software? It is software designed to help users perform tasks like MS Word, Excel, PowerPoint, Chrome, Access, Photoshop, CorelDRAW, Paint, 3D Paint, Photos. So there's a whole bunch of others that you can use in application software. All right. So it is to do your daily tasks on your computer. All right. Excel to do your spreadsheets, Word to type in letters, memos, tests, anything like that. Great. Sorry about that. You need the operating system first, and then you have the application to run on top of that. So they work hand in hand together. Great. So what is the key differences between application software and system software? Great. So the purpose of system software is to run the computer. Application software is to help perform the tasks. The examples for system software is Windows, Linux, and your drivers. And application software is MS Word, Chrome, Photoshop, Excel, PowerPoint, and so forth. Who uses it? System software is your actual computer, and of course you as a user, and application software is by all users. Right, so those are the people that will use application software and system software. Please understand that you cannot have system software if your application software is not in place. All right. Then how do they work together? That is the big question. Great. So like I've just said, you can't have one without the other. Here's another PowerPoint presentation about how they work together, and we will work through that. All right. When you think of system software and application software, you have to think of them as partners. Great. System software provides platform or your basis, and the application software relies on that. Your Windows operating system allows you to run MS Office, which then includes your Word, your Excel, your PowerPoint, your Access, your Outlook, and all of those things. And without your application software, obviously your system software will never work. If you have Linux, it works on a different system, and you have different applications that goes with that. But most people, in South Africa and at school, we use Windows. Currently, we are using Windows 11 and all of the system software that goes with it. All right. Now, I've said a lot. Can you tell me 2 examples of system software? Anyone? What about what kind of software would you use to browse? Or is Excel system software or an application software? So those are good questions to ask yourself. So once again, system software, if you can give me 2 examples, you would have probably used Windows and Linux. Which software do you use to browse the internet? You could say Chrome, Bing, Yahoo. It just depends on which software you want to use. And then, is Excel a system software? So what do you think? Great. So we say no, Excel is an application software. All right. That is very important that you keep on reminding yourself. System is Windows, application is everything that gets added. Okay. So, what is the relevance of these 2 system software and application software? What is the relevance of these softwares within the business? Okay, once again, a slide that will explain to you. System software is your basis, and your application software is what you would use on a day-to-day basis. Right. So now you can connect to the real world in a workplace setting. So everybody has system software. Like I said, most companies run on Windows, and through that they have the Excel, the access for spreadsheets, reports, things like that. Word is obviously for your daily memos. In school, it's for tests. Any kind of documentation you want to type on. PowerPoint is for something like this, where you have lessons that you want to prepare. You can have AutoCAD, which is in the EDV class, where you can draw whatever you need to do. Photoshop is for graphic design. IT is what you would use to program certain applications. So system software and application software can never work apart. You have to have the one to work with the other. All right, so let's do some homework. 3 examples of system software. Give me the functions of it, and 3 examples of application software with its functions. So there is your homework. You will see I will add it to your lesson plan. So it is important that you use a application software for your homework. You can decide which one, and you can create a table, presentation, whichever you like, so that you can describe to me 3 examples of system software and 3 examples of application software. All right, so let's conclude this lesson. System software makes the computer work. Application software makes the computer useful. Both are essential. Thank you for joining me today in this class. I hope that whenever you think of system and application, you think of them as a married couple. They cannot work separate. They have to work together. Thank you for allowing me this time, and I hope you enjoyed the lesson.